right, so it's been more than 24 hours since the Clásico. The emotions have cooled down. We can all have time to breathe now. And we can finally talk about what really happened in El Clásico. Because what we saw at the Bernabeu, it wasn't just a football match, it was a battle of egos. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to say it. Egos at war. Young versus established. Lamine Yamal, a young up and coming, supposed to be the best player in the world, and Vinicius Jr., who is in the peak of his prime. And that is exactly what makes El Clásico so special. Let's start with the fire and the lit. This is what really started the whole thing, okay? Before the game, Lamine Yamal gave a bold interview, confident, fearless, even with a little cockiness. Some people say a lot cocky, right? Saying that he'll score, that Barca would win, and that he has done it before. And he's not saying 4-0, but it could be. And listen, I get it, man. He's 18 years old. He's very confident. He's very talented, and he's already in the spotlight. But those words, man, they gave Madrid bulletin board material. You don't tell players like Vinicius, like Kylian Mbappe, Carvajal, so fiery, that you're coming to their home ground and embarrass them once again. That's pride. And Madrid used that as fuel. They totally did. You could feel it from the opening whistle. The energy, the tension. That wasn't a normal game. That was a team playing with blood in their eyes. And then came the moment of chaos. The shouting. Carvajal and Lamine Yamal exchanging words, going like this at each other. Benches getting involved, and everybody started pushing and shoving each other. And honestly, I loved every second of it. Because for years, this rivalry lost its bite. It became too friendly, too redundant, too clean. No fire, no villains, no drama. But these felt like the old days. It felt like a lot like Ramos Puyol, Pepe versus Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Guardiola, Mourinho, all of that stuff. This was emotion. This was personal. This was a clásico, my friends. It's how it's supposed to be every single game. This is why I said in my preview. I kind of went a little crazy on it, but this is what I'm saying. This isn't just a game. Let's talk about the Eagles. On one side, we have Vinicius Jr., emotional, explosive, a player who lives of passion and chaos. On the other side, we have Lamine Yamal, cool, confident, the young kid with a swagger of a superstar, who literally, let's be honest, he is a superstar. He refuses to bow down to Madrid. And in that moment, those two worlds collided. Vinicius got frustrated. He got subbed off. He was livid. He went straight to the locker room, furious for getting subbed off. He was playing a great game up until that point. And then he came back to the bench and he was heated. He was very heated. That tells you everything you need to know about how Vinicius felt in that moment for getting subbed off every single time and just unleashed after the game. Because let's be honest, Lamine Yamal got under their skins. An 18-year-old kid living rent-free on their minds of Real Madrid. You may not like it, but you can see it. Now, people are saying Lamine Yamal talks too much. Even I said this, and I may sound like I'm contradicting myself. And people say that he should be more humble. And even I have said he should be a little bit more humble. But you know what, man? I'm starting to think that I even disagree with myself. Confidence isn't arrogance. When people back it up, and Lamine Yamal has been backing it up All last season, this season not so much, but all last season he has scored the most goals up against Real Madrid. He's tied with Bilbao with the most goals up against Real Madrid. He has scored the last 4 El Clásicos. So this is what he was talking about. And listen, talking is part of sports. Michael Jordan used things like this to motivate and to bring the hype of the game and to bring himself up for the game. Just to motivate himself. You give competitive athlete a reason to be angry and they'll run with it. You better believe they will run with it. But in this case, I don't think it was even all that trash, right? That hurt Barca. It was actually Real Madrid's pride that exploded. This is why I was worried about this game, because Real Madrid needed to find pride within themselves to come out fiery and firing in all cylinders. They could not get embarrassed once again after that 4-0 embarrassment at the Bernabeu. This is why Xavi Alonso came to this team, is to fix this. Lamine Yamal just became the symbol of Barcelona. And for what he said, they're basically blaming it on him, but it's not really on him. Madrid made it more personal than anyone would have wished. But here's the beautiful thing. This is exactly what football needed. When Vinicius celebrated in front of Barcelona's bench, I didn't really hate it all that much, to be honest with everybody. When Carvajal yelled, when he yelled and exchanged the things like this with Lamine Yamal, I didn't like it so much because he's a captain. They played together in Spain, and before the game, it was leaked that he was going to go talk to him. But he has his number. He could have called him. Carvajal used the cameras that were on them to kind of bash on the kid and to kind of go at him because he had won the game. Look, I don't like it that much, but I get it, man. It's passion, that's rivalry, and history goes way back, man. As long as nobody crosses the line and nobody wishes harm on anyone, this is the type of fire that I love in games like this. La Liga needs more of this. The fans need more of this. This is how fans feel, man. When they see that, they're like, oh, man, I wish I was there. I wish I was there pushing and shoving as well, because I'm upset. Or that I want to put it on his face that we just won this game. For years, El Clásico felt a little watered down. No heroes, no villains, no emotional spark. Man, but now it's alive again. It's alive again. And the whole world felt it, and you better believe everyone in the stadium felt it as well. So what happens next? Now we see if Barcelona has pride, because this isn't just about tactics anymore. It's about character. Next time these two will meet again, Barcelona has to respond with fire, with the same passion, and with unity, work as a team, because now the story is set. Vinicius Jr, the provocator. Lamine Yamal, a young rebel who won't bow to Madrid. 2 egos, 2 symbols, 1 rivalry reborn. This isn't just about football anymore. And in El Clásicos, it's never been just about football. It's personal, and that's what makes magic. El Clásico is back, the passion is back, and the egos are at war. Guys, let me know in the comments, do you think Lamine Yamal went too far? Do you think Carvajal went too far? Or do you love the kid's confidence, who kind of refuses to bow to Madrid? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And guys, please don't take this personal. This rivalry just got its soul back, and I'm here for it.